So I'm back. Uh, we going following the spirit on this video because honestly, it pertains to like dreams and waking up. So I'm gonna have to like, but it's been an experience that I've been having for at least the past month or two. Y'all know my time and dates be a little inaccurate. It ain't about me. That's one thing I noticed too. Let me say this real quick. Um, Panic was talking about how he used to tell Bobby Hemming he was this and he was that and he was this and that. Like in the sense of you look at gematria code, you look at spiritual readings, you look at messages you get from the universe, maybe messages from that person. You start, hey man, you sound like this. You sound like because even with my boy, um, we looked up his gematria code and he was like Noah's Ark, and I could see how it kind of matched Noah's vibe in a sense. But I'm not gonna get into that, but um, what I'm really saying is like I don't like talking about me. I don't like talking about the shit that um how do I say? I just don't like talking about me, and it's because it's not about me in a sense. But it made sense when Panic said that shit about him. It's like, bro, I don't be want to talk about myself when it comes to spirituality a lot. But in that same concept, I'm only talking about myself really, but in the sense of bigging up, I guess. But pretty much in my dreams, I've been having these the past month or two, like it's pretty much just been like when I wake up, and it's not every time I wake up, but when I wake up, I hear thoughts. Like I hear a thought that I can literally gravitate to and remember. And like I'm gonna try to talk about it now, but I kind of forgot what I was talking about or whatever, or at least thinking about. But it's been happening. It's been more clearer. I feel like even more and more, and it's like even going into dreams. I should say going to sleep is even more effective because I literally sometimes fall asleep or I know I'm getting super sleepy and my eyes are closed, and like I literally start seeing visuals. Like depending on whatever I'm thinking about, that's usually what the visuals will be like. I've seen K-Ray, I've seen like many like different shit, and I'm like, oh damn, I'm dreaming that quick, and I wake back up. So like when they talk about REM sleep being 8 hours and shit like that, it's like nah, bro, nah, brother, it ain't. You don't need to wait till you're in the mix of 8 hours. Like bro, as soon as you sleep, as soon as you close your eyes, you can start seeing a visual. And I'm gonna refer to this pretty much like when I close my eyes too, like at nighttime, the darkness is spinning. I don't know if that makes sense, but my darkness be spinning. Like my eyes be closed, and usually it's just a dark ceiling. But now I can see there's like a, it's just movement in that darkness, and it makes sense because if you leave your eyes closed long enough, if you leave your eyes closed long enough, you'll see like your aura, or you'll see colors or whatever behind your eyelids. And even if you open them and it's dark enough in the room, or your visuals are strong enough, you can see it in the room. And I could probably do it now if I stare long enough or whatever. But and that same shit, I be feeling it without having to close, like without having to see the color. It just be darkness, and I can still see that same movement, but without the color. So it's like I don't know if that's contributing to certain shit, but it's like that's our dark matter, man. That's our magic. That's even our for man. That's our womb. So seeing that and it's being movement is kind of is I like it because it's never done it before, at least not to where I remember. So if it's doing it now, I'm all for it. But the thing I kind of was thinking about today when I woke up, I talked about it before. It's about um, what are you gonna do with that remainder of like energy or whatever? Because y'all remember I talked about having a remainder when you do like well they do it with dividing, but like just that remainder like of that runoff shit, and then you oh that's what I was talking about. I was trying to refer to the whole thing, but I was referring to how you gotta throw away the shit that you don't need and keep the remainder that's useful, what's valuable, what you pick out. Say you just say you drop some shit and you couldn't use all of it because some of it was damaged. Not all the pieces might not be damaged, so you pick up the good pieces out of it and you sweep up the bad pieces into the trash or recycle it or whatever you got to do. And what are you gonna do with that remainder? Are you gonna pout because you don't have the full amount that you had or whatever? Because whatever circumstances could lead you to have it less than what you originally had. Like I said, if you drop some shit, um, business venture failed or succeeded. Like even now for my homeboy, he has. I want to speak for right now. but I've seen him have more assets than liability. But that don't necessarily mean you have more money in your pocket than feel like shit that you have to pay for. And the reason I say this, and it kind of goes, it's just a funny line because you pretty much, I don't want to say it. You pretty much, I'm trying to refer to what I was thinking, but I kind of lost what I was thinking. You pretty much um, not having a lot more assets than liabilities, and not having the money like necessarily cash in the pocketbook. I'm trying to figure out why I was saying that. Oh, taking what you gonna do because like you assume that the person have money because they got a business and all that shit or whatever, but it's like nah. That's what I was trying to think of, the invoices. You can go do work and all that shit, but nigga, a business don't have to pay you. Like they can wait up to 90 days to pay you. So you could have did the work and all that shit, but now you feel like you got less, even though you have, you know, in the same sense. Like you can still work with that three that you have. So, or I'm coming up with numbers in my hand randomly, but you can come up with the rest that you have from that remainder or whatever. If it's trash and whatever, however circumstances may happen to you, it happened, and you just can't spoil. I'm getting tongue twisted. You can't cry for spoiled milk, pretty much. But yeah, I mean that's the thought I had today, and it's still kind of blurry. I'm still trying to put it together. Like I said, it's more from the spirit, but just understanding it. Like maybe I'm in two different worlds right now. I'm trying to talk about two different things right now. But stick to the remainder shit. But yeah, I mean, bro, just understanding how powerful that remainder can be. Point blank, period. Like it didn't all go away, so use what you got left. And for the most part, like if we look at energy or vibrations, and if you had leftover residue energy, what are you gonna do with that? Like say you got out of a situation, you mostly over it, but you still have a little bit that little bit of remainder. What are you gonna do with it? I'm childish for putting my eye between the remainder. But what are you gonna do with that? Like, are you gonna harp on it? You gonna cry on it, and then that it might suck you back into that world, and now you're in that world that's even worse type shit because there's really no value except the shit that you already walked away from. Like, so in a sense, like it's levels to everything, and different perspectives to everything. So just saying. But in that same aspect, are you gonna use that remainder to make you stronger, put a chip on your shoulder, be like, I'm not never going through that experience again, and this remainder of energy is what's gonna keep me remembering not to fall back into that trap. I don't have to keep the whole weight of the situation or scenario on my hands or my shoulders. I don't gotta be fully upset all the time about shit, but or that situation, but there can be a time when I think back and be like, yeah, I'm not never allowing that shit to happen to me again. And that's that remainder you use. That's the shit that you deem valuable. And I think I'm connected to my spirit. I mean, the shit that I was my thoughts. But it's like, what do you do with the remainder? It's there, but it's ciphering it slowly. What do you do with that remainder? You're gonna be strong, not holding the whole weight of the world in you. And it's like, okay, we think just forget about the past, forget about your trauma, and this shit I teach about, talk about before. But you say forget about your trash, forget about your trauma and all that shit. But it's like, nah, I talk about all that shit gonna be you, all that shit gonna be you, and that remainder of that shit that builds up, bro. That's all those different remainders from different accounts. That's the shit that you want because that's valuable from this situation. That's value from that situation. It's value from this situation. It's value from that situation. All these different experiences you had, you threw the waste away and kept the most important, most valuable shit. And now you putting all these different experiences together and all the valuable things you learn from all these different experiences. And that's what you call wisdom. That's what you call intellect. That's what you call intelligence to deal with other situations and experiences. Because it's like tying your shoes. Once you know how to tie your shoes, bro, it's not like, oh, I'm about to get into another situation where I never know how to tie them. Like, I don't know, little maybe too simple of an analogy, but pretty much, yeah, putting all your different values together, man, and now you just code with that shit. And that's kind of, I think that's the main thing I wanted to talk about. in my spirit, and I think that's what wanted to come down. But I kind of gotta go to the restroom, so if I make a video, I'm gonna have to come back. But another thing, just I'm trying to think of other shit with the waking up. But for the most part, it's just like I can hear the thought, and maybe it's because it's me being able to tap into my dreams and me remembering my dreams, or me not forcing myself to wake up. But it's like a kind of like a, I don't know, man. But as I develop that tool more, because I really think that's a tool, bringing shit right out the spirit world, fresh nigga, not even having no thoughts or forgot about it. Like nigga, I remember that shit. It was on my mind. I'm like, bro, I'm gonna make a video about this shit, but I had to get it out, and it's already 10 minutes. I ain't trying to make an hour video every day. I'm up out of here, deuces. Like, no, thank you for liking, thank you for subscribing, thank you for sharing, thank you for the comments, especially the comments. Y'all real as fuck for you know, just talking to me, man. That's what I like. Combo. But I'm out. Deuces.